Hello everybody and welcome back to Popping Popcorn's YouTube channel. I'm your host Katie, and today I'm talking about An American Werewolf in London. This movie came out in 1981 and so it takes place in London, where two Americans from New York go backpacking, and they're in London going backpacking, and they ended up going to this like pub type of thing, because they call bars pubs in London, and they went there, and they weren't really welcome there, and then all of a sudden they go back to try to get somewhere else because it's cold, and they end up getting attacked by a werewolf. One of them dies, the other one ends up in the hospital. And so the one that ends up in the hospital wakes up 3 weeks later. He doesn't know yet that he turned into a werewolf, and he starts having like bad dreams, and he starts seeing his friend. And it was really interesting for the stuff back then, for like the makeup and stuff like that they had back then, because his friend comes back to haunt him and stuff like that, and he ends up turning into a werewolf, and it's just an interesting movie, and I think it's a movie before its time, and I really enjoyed it. You can tell that the effects aren't as good as the effects nowadays, but it was a pretty good movie overall. I give this movie an 8 out of 10. I enjoyed it, and you can find it on Peacock, and it was just like kind of a cool, interesting like werewolf movie. If you haven't checked it out, you can watch it for free on Peacock. And I just think the makeup in this movie is really cool, especially for the 80's, and it was just like kind of like a cool like movie. It didn't really scare me because it was from the 80's, and most 80's horror movies that I've watched don't really scare me. I mean, like, they do have some jump scares, and it is rated R because there are some nudities in this one, so this is not a kid's movie. But I enjoyed it overall, and it was just one of those movies, a fun movie you can sit and watch anytime, or you can leave it on in the background if you've seen it already. But it was a fun movie to watch. I will be doing 80's archive movies, and if there's any 80's movies you want me to review or shows, let me know. Always like and subscribe and hit that bell for new videos. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.